coming through. Check out D.A.P. I got my man here with me. Y'all chime in. Come on in. Much love and respect. Peace and blessings. Much love. You here with the D.A.P. show. My name is David Adams, and I am the host of David Adams Podcast. This is a perspective, which is the perspective, and I appreciate you guys coming in. We're going to give it a few seconds or a minute or so, a few minutes, before we get started with this exclusive interview with your boy, the topic, DJ Q.
Yes.
Say what's up to the people, Q.
That's me. You know what it is. The topic, aka DJ Q.
No doubt.
Topic of every nail shop and beauty salon.
What made you come up with that name? That name, the topic.
It came from like as bubbling with this DJ stuff. I started realizing like the popularity was growing.
Right.
And a lot of the times it was negative stuff. And I was like, wow, I'm always the topic of y'all conversations. And I was saying it so often.
Right.
Like, that's a good acronym, the topic.
The topic. That's dope. That's dope. That's a good way of spinning it. You know what I mean? You spent it from a negative, which was negative topics. They had you in, everybody had your name on their tongue and you switched it. Smart, creative. I just want to make sure you guys hear us first before we get started this conversation. Before we get started, I need to know if you can hear me. If you could, put a 1 in the chat. Much appreciated if you can do that. Much love and respect. Do me that favor. If you can hear me, once again, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you got a 1 in the chat. Peace and blessings. We here. All right. This particular interview is, I feel, different. It's going to be different. I think it's, and I appreciate Q for you coming up here being transparent regarding this interview, brother. So what I want to say first is, how was your day, man? How was your day?
Look, I always say this, man. I woke up today, which is a blessing. So I'm not going to complain.
Word.
Whatever was wrong yesterday, I got another chance and opportunity to fix it today.
And that's a fact. I like that. That's a good way to put that.
Head up, chest out.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Very good analogy right there, brother. So you guys know, we probably be going over to YouTube. So if you want to go over to YouTube now, which is David Adams Podcast, I'm going to cut this short after a while. And we're going to bring the whole interview over to David Adams Podcast on YouTube. If you go over there, please press subscribe so that you can watch the whole video, okay? I'm going to be cutting Facebook off, all right? So go ahead and do that now if you are here.
Yes, tap in.
Tap in, y'all.
Make sure
you tap the video. Make sure you hit the video. Don't just sit there and watch it. Don't binge watch. Hit the screen, all right? So you can watch this whole interview. I think DJ Q is going to give you some much needed information, stuff that we really don't talk about. You know what I mean? We shed a light and shine a light on those decent fathers, man. Those fathers that's been holding it down for many years. And DJ Q has been one of them fathers. So I commend this brother. And I've seen him plenty of times when he didn't even see me. Yeah, I've seen him plenty of times. As a matter of fact, they call him they call him Mr. Mom, by the way. So welcome, y'all. Welcome you guys to this particular segment. Today we're going to jump deep into the story. This brother been DJing since the 90s. I'm quite sure 98, 99?
99 is when it really took off.
Got you. Okay. And not only has been chasing his DJ dreams, he's also he's parenting children. And one of the children is on a spectrum, all right? And for those who don't understand what that is, one of his children has autism, all right? So today we're just gonna dive deep into his journey and what his journey has been like, all right? Because I know he made some sacrifices, plenty sacrifices, and there was definitely some lessons learned. And because of that, and for those who may be going through this themselves, you might learn something. All right. And you're not alone, by the way. You're not alone. All right. You're not alone. I know another brother who is going through raising a child, and he is on the spectrum as well. And he gets frustrated a lot. You know what I mean? And it's hard. It's no joke.
That's definitely part of it. Yeah. That's definitely part of it, man. You go through things every day is a different struggle. Like a whole nother episode every day. You can never expect some of the things that they go through day to day. I give you a struggle from the other day. 7 o'clock, he's out the door for school. Right. And he gets bused to school. He goes to Berkeley County. So probably 10 minutes into his drive, I get a phone call.
Right.
I get a phone call and they're on Communipore by Checkers.
Right.
But what is alarming is Namir screaming. And the drivers, she's trying to tell me, listen, it's an emergency.
Right.
7:15 in the morning. I just got him out the door. I'm still kind of groggy.
Right, yeah.
But she's like, you got to come now.
Right now.
You got to come now.
Wow.
He's out of control. He's risking our safety.
Wow.
So at that point, I don't have the other option. 7:15 in the morning, I got to go down here.
Yeah.
She calls me back 5 minutes later. I'm calling the police. Police get there. He's still out of control. He's active because he has ADHD and he has ODD.
Got it.
So it's like, for those who don't understand, our elders used to call it hyperactive. He was so much energy.
Right.
Screaming, yelling, attacking the other children.
Right.
Even when I'm trying to talk to him on the screen, it's not calming him down.
Before we get into that, and that's the deep situation, I do want you to continue that story, but I want to get into the background of you. You know what I mean? Just tell us a little about yourself. You know what I mean? And who are you as a man, and a father, and a DJ. Who is the topic?
DJ Q, Karan Davis.
Karan Davis.
Let's take it back to my adolescence. I come from a two-parent home. They went through the struggle, so eventually they split. They split in my later grammar school years approaching high school. Split homes, but I still had both parents. If you know that my dad was like a super dad. That's where I get it from.
Got it.
He was a dad of the community. Not only did he parent me, but he took care of everyone in our community. He was a basketball coach. He was a baseball coach. He was hands-on with Boys Club. So my dad has a lot of respect in the community. And that's where I think I get the strong father qualities from.
No doubt.
My mom, of course, super mom. Mom, loved my mom. She was always hands-on. But I spent most of the time with my dad. He put me into sports. And because he was the coach, I had it the hardest.
Of course.
And his discipline sometimes was extreme. Like, you're going to yell at the kids to get them to do what you need them to do, but this is your son.
Something different.
So he might go up top, get it right, boy.
Yep.
Or you would see me on the basketball court with my hand tied behind my back because he's training me to use only my right hand.
Right.
So
you lefty?
I'm left-handed.
Oh, I got it.
But if you see me on that court, which people know I am still a legend,
right.
I'm ambidextrous in sports.
Got it.
And my dad made me that way.
Right.
But him being so hard at such a young age, I just used to say, yo, my dad's mean.
Right. You didn't realize it. Yeah.
And I would be in a hallway sometimes crying.
Wow.
And I think that even though I didn't understand it back then, it built my character.
Exactly.
Because now, fast forward to all the problems I go through with Namir and women, I don't fold. I don't break. My dad instilled that in me.
So people call you Mr. Mom. And how did that name come about? And what does that mean to you now?
Mr. Mom came from before I even had custody of Namir, which is my 10-year-old, also raised my oldest.
Okay.
So people have, like you said, been seeing me be a super dad. And through doing things like raising them, cooking breakfast, ironing clothes, taking them to school, and me documenting that early on Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, a lot of people were saying, like, you do the things that mothers do. Sometimes people even get in contact with the mom. Why are you not active?
Right.
Things like that. So it came to me like, you're a good dad. You're almost a mom. And I see it all the time, like on Mother's Day. You see all for Father's Day, you'll always see these negative type comments from women saying, I'm the dad, I take care.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I don't want to be a mom.
Right.
I'm a dad. I'm still masculine.
That's right. Right.
So I gave it the title Mr. Mom.
That's right. Makes sense. I like that. So single fatherhood and custody journey. What was it like fighting for custody, man, in a situation like this, especially dealing with a child on the spectrum? And what's the responsibility? I mean, having full responsibility of these 3 children.
Early with the first 2.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, with all 3 of them, I didn't ask for this. This was handed to me. And when I say handed to me, my first 2, they were going through some things that I wasn't comfortable with. I wanted them to live with me.
Right.
And when I first tried to go through the courts, I was denied.
Right.
Because in the courts, they look at it like they're not in danger, or it's not something that we see that's warranted to switch custody.
Right.
But here I am, I'm telling them, listen, there's things that's not getting recorded that you need to be concerned about.
Right.
Fast forward a couple of months, what I was trying to warn them about, that nightmare came true.
Wow.
My baby mom's boyfriend got killed in her apartment.
Wow.
16 shots through her front door. He didn't, it was just like, knock, who is it? And the door got shot up.
Wow.
My son was standing right behind him. He got hit in the head, he got hit in the body. My son didn't get hit. That was the grace of God. I'll never forget the custody court, that court session after that.
Right. How so?
DCPNP got involved and they took her to court to switch custody. I got the same judge that I went to get custody. When that judge seen me and he remembered me, he could only apologize because he knew I tried to prevent this.
Wow.
Well, but you know what I said back to him? Seems like as a dad, one of your children have to get hurt or die for the system to recognize.
That's deep.
And
that's deep, bro. And but you was persistent, consistent. That's what's up, man. So I'm proud of you. Not giving up on that.
And fast forward to my autistic child, Namir. Same thing. I didn't put in for this.
So this is a different baby mother.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
With Namir, unfortunately, he was suffering from abuse. And it was during the pandemic. During the pandemic, the world shut down. I looked at it as an opportunity because at that time I was working for the post office for 11 years, so my account was heavy. World shut down. All the flights was almost $15, $20.
Everybody was giving away tickets.
I was everywhere. Shout out to Spirit Airlines.
No doubt.
we need a sponsorship. I was everywhere during the pandemic. I took a leave from my job and I was everywhere. I was in Florida for 2 to 3 months. And I got a picture. Amir was 3 years old. And these children, they're so good with electronics. At 3 years old, he just grabbed the phone and he just took a selfie.
Yeah.
He wasn't knowing that he had a black eye. He just was taking the selfie and sending it to dad.
He's a kid, yeah.
And when I seen, it looked like Mike Tyson.
Wow.
As a father, like, that was so heartbreaking. I'm like, the first instinct is what happened to my son.
Right.
But intelligence took over. I'm not going to call, I'm not going to text, because if I send a text back, what happened to him? Now she's going to look at her text message and see he sent that. Hit him again. So I got him down there to Florida to me. When I got him to Florida, DCPNP called me, asked me if I knew she had an open case. I didn't, but I let them know, well, he's here with me now. And they questioned it. How is he here with you when you're not in his life at all? That was the report they got. But I'm a super dad. Why would it be in the records that I'm not active? Started the investigation. Had to do an emergency court hearing. Emergency court hearing, custody got changed because of the picture of his face and other things that was found he was in danger. So, like I said, I didn't ask for it, but when they did the investigation and found like he was in danger, it's like you have to save your son. He's been with me ever since. Mind you, like I said, I was in Florida, I was in Vegas, I came back to Jersey because at 3 years old, he doesn't know. Only thing he knows, he's drawing pictures like planes, and I'm saying, "What's that, Namir?"
Right.
It's a plane going back from Florida to New Jersey to see my mommy. So I had to come back and let him reunite with Ada. That's the integrity in my heart.
Deep. Real deep, brother. Y'all make sure y'all tune in over to YouTube because I don't want you to miss this. I want you to go ahead and make sure you subscribe over to YouTube because we're going to come out of this Facebook and we're only going to give it to YouTube. So I'm letting you know now before we continue. Chime into YouTube. And once again, I appreciate my brother, DJ Q, for being transparent with this story. This is not something that most men would do. And not only that, a lot of men don't get the recognition for what they do. And this is why I wanted to bring this story out front to you guys. You know what I mean? So once again, please like, share the page. Some of you may have young sons in their 20s that be going through certain situations today. And I just want to let you guys know that they're not alone. And if you're watching to the young men, you're not alone. So please share the page because it will help somebody today. Very much appreciate it.
Yes.
So the next question I'm going to ask you is going to be, I got a few questions. I'm going to get deep with this.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
The reason that I said, let's do this is because, like you said, awareness has to be brought to. There are a lot of men trying to be super dads and the system fails them.
All the time.
Or they don't know the steps to get custody or to get visitation,
right,
to do better.
Right.
So I'm here to show it's possible.
That's right, because you live in proof.
Stay persistent, never give up. Google, go to that courthouse.
That's right.
Ask questions. Because people always say, oh, moms are going to win because they're moms. Nah, it's equal. It's equal. If you put in that effort, you put in that footwork, you will be recognized.
So was it that hard? Was it difficult to gain that custody? Were there any, how can I say it?
It was a
trials
lot of
and tribulations or things thrown in front of you on purpose.
Yes.
On the opposite side.
Yes, because of course it's frowned upon to quote unquote take the child from mom. When that wasn't my angle. My angle was to simply protect my children. I want them to be with mom. That's what moms are nurturers. Children need that. Facts. And I even see the voids they have from not being with their mom. And it's sad, but the families of the moms look at me like the bad guy instead of understanding the real story on how I got it. I didn't want to end up in this situation.
Right.
I'd love to be a single man running these streets doing what I do.
Right.
But unfortunately, I got to be home every day doing homework, ironing clothes, parenting.
Right. I'm going to tell you something. I saw you a few times, and I was by a park in the neighborhood, and I was sitting in the car chilling. So a lot of times before I go in the house, I like to sit in the car, chill out, get get my mind right, relax or whatever, listen to a little music, listen to a little bit of spiritual stuff or whatever the case may be, or some motivational stuff. And I hear this loud voice. And the voice was you. And you were walking with your son. I think it was, I don't know, it's in the afternoon sometime, you know what I mean? And I don't know, about 3, 4, whatever the case may be, but you were coming from school with him and you was giving him some wisdom, some knowledge, telling him, you got to do this, you got to do that, this, that, and the third, make sure you know, you know the park I'm talking about, you know what I mean? All right. So, and I was like, it made me feel good to see you giving him that information, giving him jewels, and you was persistent, you was nice and loud, and you understand what I'm saying? You know, and you know what I mean? I like to see it. Made me feel good to see that, bro. So I want to say that. I never mentioned it to you though.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? But I was like, yeah.
And it's so many instances like that. And I do that purposely because, like I said, women are nurturers.
Right.
The dads are more so the disciplinary.
Yeah.
So I use my voice to let them know, listen, this is serious and you need these jewels.
Right.
I need you to listen to me. Because in this world, once you get out here, they're not going to be soft.
Right.
They're not going to have none of that for you. So you got to be able to man up and do what's right. And that's why I give him the jewels, because once he gets out my door, look that different. He's the black guy that could fit the description.
So very good point, man. So what's been the most rewarding part to this, man, and the hardest part, raising them on your own?
The hardest part is there's no instruction manual. So I'm making mistakes along the way and having to correct them in real time.
Of course.
And sometimes I don't even know I made that, like it was a mistake, until later on. So those are some of the hardest struggles. The best reward is their smiles. When I know they're happy, genuinely, nothing is better than that feeling.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And with Namir, it's so simple sometimes. I could get him an ice cream, and you can see that joy lighted up his day. Just let him know, I'm happy. You had a good day in school. You didn't crash out here. Take an ice cream.
It's a reward. That's what's up.
He's happy, and me just seeing that happiness in him gives me the strength to go another day.
That's what's up. That's it. So, parenting a child on the spectrum, what's that experience like? What's your experience? I think everyone's experience is different. What's it been like raising a child on the autism spectrum?
Man, I say this all the time. People don't know all the struggles I go through with this kid. Like every other day. Like I started that story. He crashed out.
Right.
They called me with the police, telling me to come before 8 in the morning. And that's just one story. I'm telling you. That's just one where I got to get to him because he's out of control. And sometimes it's really extreme. I've had to travel all the way to Hackensack at 2:00 because he's in Hackensack Hospital, Children's Hospital. And by the time I get all the way out there, he's calm, he's collective. The nurses love him. But, as a man being transparent, I'm frustrated. I got to come all the way to Hackensack. What's up with you, man? And everybody like, he's so sweet. So just having to understand his ups and downs and go through having to control my frustration with him, because easily if I yell at him, he can crumble and he can go into another episode because he's what they call hypersensitive as well. Me raising my voice, he'll be crying for 10, 15, 20 minutes. So it's so hard doing this, and without a support system makes it a million times harder. And let me not say without a support system, because I do have a sister, a nephew, a brother. But the family dynamic that we used to come from, where it's like it takes a village to raise a child, I don't have that. It's really just me. And I would love for him to have that, because I see how much he yearns to have a solid mom
Exactly.
But only thing I could do is do my best.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, bro. That's a blessing, man.
Thank you.
That's a blessing. So, when you are, I just heard you talk about the frustration. I have a customer that comes to the shop and he's dealing with that. And I had to sit down and talk to him once before because he got really, really angry, and I seen it in his face. Not that he was just angry, it was more of an embarrassment for him because the young boy was running back and forth and he kept telling him to sit down while he getting a haircut and whatever. And, he kept, kept doing what he do. And father was feeling embarrassed. So he got up and went over there and, yelled a little bit, trying to be quiet about it. I said, not hurting nobody. He ain't doing nothing. Let him go, bro. You relax. Chill.
Still gotta let the kid be a kid.
Yep. And he felt good about that. He said, yo, thank you.
I relate to that so much because with him being under the spectrum, he does things that sometimes we don't deem normal, or he just has so much energy. So the frustration, the anger, I go through it too. Yeah. I go through it too. I promise you I do. At the end of the day, you got to realize, one, they're children, kids. Got to allow kids to be kids. They're going to make mistakes. Teach them, make it a teachable moment, but you don't make it an abusive moment.
Right.
Because mental and emotional abuse is real as well.
Right.
Sometimes you could say something out of anger, not even thinking nothing about it, but that kid will never forget what you said.
That's a fact. And not only did he remember what you said, mostly remember how you make it. Yeah. Those who is watching right now, please do me the favor and share the page to somebody else that may need some of this crucial information when raising children, period. You know what I mean?
Yes.
As young men raising, especially young boys. You know what I mean? So do me the favor, share, like the page. Go over to YouTube because we're going to cut off Facebook once again. And if you are here right now, just put a one up in the chat, man. Appreciate it. If you want to make a phone call a little later, you can. If not, it's fine. Put your comments on the comment board. What kind of mental? I can imagine it's mentally and emotionally draining sometimes. Just by me, observing some of the situations that I know of personally. When you are mentally, emotionally drained, where do you turn? Where do you go? How do you, come down? You know what I mean?
Good question. I have therapy, Mom, as well. I have therapy every Tuesday.
That's what's up. So to the young guys out there that think therapy is not cool, coolest thing you can do when you going through it, right?
Let me tell you, man, that's the best thing that's one of the best decisions of my life that I've ever made, because I'm from a community where you can't trust too many people. A lot of people don't care. They just want to know. And I fell victim of that many times.
Come on, brother.
So imagine you could talk to somebody and it's confidential, and you can get the advice that you may need from an outsider, somebody that doesn't have any connections to your personal story.
Facts.
And it's not going to be talked about or posted.
Right.
It's not going to be in a group chat. I better seek therapy. It's doing me well.
That's what's up.
And I have another coping mechanism.
And what's that?
My music.
Music.
My music.
What's up?
So tune in to my Instagram, the topic, DA_topic, TOPIC_81. And notice that I got it on fire right now. And it's on fire because mentally, when I need to tap out, I turn them turntables on and I go in.
That's what's up. So go to the YouTube. We about to go out. All right. The next question we're going to go is going to be, what kind of support or programs would you feel make a difference for fathers like you?
Right now, what's very helpful is he's in Hudson CMO. Hudson CMO provides therapy for him. He has occupational therapy.
Mhm.
Has I forgot the other therapy. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. One therapist for Tuesday, one therapist for Thursday.
Okay.
And they also let me know programs that serve children like him.
Nice.
So they are really hands-on. They help way more than anything I've ever been a part of.
That's what's up. Okay. So if you know any support systems for those who's watching, you know what I mean?
And also, like, that's what I said. If we did this interview, or when we did this interview, rather, that's one of the goals that I hope come out of that. That a support group comes and a lot of people like myself connect, because I'm always open to advice.
Right.
Sometimes I need to talk to people who relate.
Right.
Not just someone who will be a yes man or not understand. So these groups matter, because you may know something that I don't know. It's each one teach one.
Facts.
And it's vice versa. I may know some things and I'll help you with it. So, like you said, tap in, subscribe, join, call, participate. It matters.
Word. Yep. So we about to shut this down. We're about to move on over to YouTube. YouTube, David Adams Podcast. So do me the favor, go over there, and we're going to continue this exclusive interview with your boy, DJ Q. All right? Much love and respect. So go ahead over there now, and we'll be back in 1 minute. All right? Chiming in for those who did chime in on YouTube. We appreciate that. So we're coming from the story that he has given regarding his son on the spectrum and taking care of 3 children who he got custody of. My man DJ Q, the topic, aka DJ Q. So we're happy to sit down with the brother to talk about this particular subject. So I had a few questions for him, and we're going to ask a few more. And he talked about, it would be good to have certain groups for fathers, single fathers, especially dealing with situations that he's going through. It would be good to have that information. All right. So if anybody got information that they know of in Jersey City dealing with single fathers with children on the spectrum, reach out. All right. Reach out.
Definitely.
Yep. Because he said that it will make a hell of a difference. Right. It makes a hell of a difference when, you're going through something like this. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna repeat it again. Each one teach one.
Facts.
That little bit of information that you may have, I may not know. And it's vice versa.
Word. Facts. So now we're going to ask the question, how do you keep yourself mentally strong, brother, dealing with stuff like this? Other than the therapy and you said music, is there any other things that you do?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I give it all to God.
Come on, man. Come on. That's a blessing, bro.
Pray every day.
Get down on them knees all the time.
Yes. I make sure I say 2 prayers before I even get out of my bed.
No doubt.
All day, every day. I give thanks to God, because without God, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't be able to do the things that I can.
God got to be in your life and stuff like this. No joke, huh?
It's real.
It's real. Wow. It's real. Do you ever feel pressure of always always have to be strong? So the pressure that you got to be strong.
Yes.
And never break down?
Yes. And let me tell you, I'm a Gemini, which means I have 2 personalities. And I believe that. And as strong as I know I have to be in public, you'll be blown away to know how much I cry.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I feel like ain't no other way out or how I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And I'm telling you, it's the grace of God that I could get it done. Because sometimes I feel depleted. And that's what Facebook, Instagram, or no other site could tell you.
Yeah.
Because it's the real life behind the story.
Right.
That's why I said, let me come sit down with you and give it to them, because I do go through it too.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've seen you post a few things and it made me concerned. You know what I mean? I'm like, hold up. I ain't never hear him say this. You know what I mean? So do you feel like, Facebook has helped you also far as vent and things like that?
What I learned with social media is not the right place to vent.
Got it.
And because like I said, people don't care. They just want to know.
They just want to know. They want to have information they can just, share
and
be the first one to know. Like, I heard that. You know what I mean?
And unfortunately, people gravitate toward negativity. So instead of help, they would share instead of saying, are you okay?
Right.
Is there anything you need?
Right.
So
how can I help?
I'm human, so sometimes I get weak and I may just go type what I'm feeling.
Right.
But I've learned social media is never the answer.
Right.
I said I'm human. Sometimes I have these breakdowns.
Right.
Because I may have a weak moment. But overall, like I said, I just give it to God. And God, he never leaves me dry. I always get an answer. It might not be when you want it, but it definitely comes. Okay. Blessings are real.
That's facts. So do you feel like, sometimes dads get the shitty end of the stick when it comes to being, being that single father? You don't think they get the same, accolades or information or help, versus the women, single mothers?
Yes, I feel like there's programs, there's groups, there's help, there's support for single moms all around, everywhere. But nobody ever thinks about the single dads. Now, if I go and like I said, you got to apply to certain things. If I make myself noticeable, then of course I can get my foot in the door.
Got it.
But there's nothing that comes across my timeline that says help for single dads.
Right.
Whereas though single moms, they
everywhere, flyers, everything.
Yes, it's
programs, this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yep. Get it. So what do you think the misunderstanding about single fathers the society has? What does society, misunderstands about single fathers?
That we don't go through all the same struggles as single moms. Same help that they may need, same help that I need, but because I'm a man, I'm not deemed to get it. You should be doing better. That's what
you're
they
a man.
say.
Stand up, be a man, you know?
Who's there to say, well, he has his kid all day. These programs, he's not able to get in because he has ADHD. My son has been kicked out of Hoboken Boys Club.
Wow.
He's been kicked out of Jersey City Boys Club. They don't allow him to go to Casper. Jersey City public schools could not deal with him. Where does that leave him to be?
That's deep.
Okay,
wow.
So if I got him every hour that he's not in school, where does that open up the lane to work?
Good question. Now, you got any information?
Come
on, send it in, man. Send it in.
But a single mom getting help from whatever she gets help from programs, she's not frowned upon, but let a man be on these programs. You got to provide all of the information to show that he really needs it. And like I said, it's still frowned upon because to society, get out and go do what you're supposed to be doing, work.
Right. Got a point, brother. Got a point.
It's different.
Definitely different. Let's switch it up to the DJ life. DJ life. How do you get into DJing, first of all? Back in the day, how did you get? What
all right. The backstory is my big brother. Shout out to DK.
DK.
He's a DJ, and he ran with Wimpy B. He ran with Fresh Jeff and all the tops from the city, and he's nice. So I'm looking up to my big brother, but he had this thing where don't touch my shit. don't touch my shit. So whenever he was going out to school or going to work, I'm pressing. Oh, this will make this work. Oh, now I got it to work. Right. I'm interested, just like any other kid. That sparked it. But after him realizing and me taking a lot of beat downs, I got to get my own. That's where it started.
Got it.
Once I got my stuff and was on the come up, I'll never forget, man. I did a party for this girl from St. Mary's. Josette, what's up?
So would this be the wildest, the craziest scene?
This was just it was just a spark, man. I probably I didn't even have a whole crate of records.
Wow.
I just was like, I could play the music. I could play the music. But my popularity, people gravitated. I know I didn't do good at that party, but they made me feel like I did.
Right.
And I said, oh, the DJ controls the scene. This is for me.
That's what I want.
This is for me.
No doubt.
And I improved my skills. And that was like 97, 98. By 99, I was doing all the parties in the city.
What's the most wildest, memorable moment you had while DJing?
I'll take it back. I'll take it back to then. I've had a lot, countless. But I'll take it back to the Canton.
Oh, the Canton. Oh, wow. The Canton days.
Now, I remember I was in there that night, and it got crazy, and it was all over a girl.
Well, tell people what was the Canton about. So some people don't know what the Canton is. Might have somebody from out of the city.
What? The Canton was the spot. When I say the spot, they had fashion shows. They had talent shows. Mind you, this early 90s. So it's no social media. Everybody met up at the Canton. The line outside used to be ridiculous. Everybody's not getting in. It's that many people. Canton was, like I said, the spot. Had to go up the stairs.
Sometimes the elevator they had.
Man. you know, I'm with the guys. We having fun. The girls on us. And this dude come over here and swing a razor.
At you?
At my boy. Cause he's like, my girl is over here and she with y'all. I don't know. Swing a razor.
Wow.
Whole side of my man's face open.
This is outside or inside?
Inside.
Wow. I never knew that.
Joseph Lewis. He got a real bad scar that night. We went to the hospital and everything. That was my introduction to things can take a twist very quick. Very quick.
I never heard that one.
We went from partying, having fun, drinking, and to you see all this blood. You don't know what's going on. Your man getting man. That was my introduction to okay. It could be fun, but this is real. You got to be careful out here.
Yeah, because everybody mind ain't right.
Shout out to Joseph Lewis, my man Zaz, doing great right now. You don't even see that scar. I love you, fool.
So what's the toughest moment you faced as a father? The toughest moment you faced as a father?
I'm going through that right now.
How so?
Because my second oldest is incarcerated.
Oh.
And this is by far the hardest thing I've ever gone through with parenting. Because I can't get him out of there. And I know because this is his first time going through the ringer. He's already like, I'm never coming back. I learned the lesson. You know, I raised him. He's a good kid.
Right.
He made a mistake.
Right.
And knowing that I can't tell a judge, listen, he made a mistake. This is my kid. I got him. Just send him home.
Right. It would be nice, right? It would be nice.
And just talking to him every time and knowing, because he's got into some things. He got active. It's a killer. It's a killer. Yeah. So shout out to everybody that has a kid that's incarcerated. Because again, I didn't know about this type of pain or struggle.
Yes.
And that's one of the hardest things that I've gone through ever, or still am going through.
Wow. So what was those lessons? What's one lesson, say, on your journey that taught you, or that you'll never forget? You'll never forget.
A lesson that I'll never forget from parenting. Like I said, mental and emotional abuse is real. So it's so easy to get so angry and yell at these children.
Right.
Like every morning when I'm taking the kids to school, I see so many moms screaming on these kids early in the morning. And I always say, shouldn't do that early in the morning, especially because they're going to school and they're carrying that. Now they're sad, energy. Now they're angry, they're fighting, they're being disruptive in class. So that's one of the most important lessons I've learned, to be careful and be delicate with your children, because you don't know how your voice is shaping their day or their future.
Facts. Good point, bro. Yeah, man. Like I said, I seen you on your bike giving your jewels. Walking. When I say on your bike, I mean your job, as a father, man.
And I'm not perfect. Sometimes I scream on them too. I scream on them to let them know, man, you gotta get it right. Or you supposed to do it this way. What's wrong with you? I taught you this. Not perfect. I make mistakes too.
Facts. No doubt. So you have to go to parents' meetings and report card days.
Man, like I said, my son in the Jersey City Public School, my son was in 7 to 8 schools. Evicted, suspensions, parent-teacher meetings, personal relationships with parents, the Jersey City Board of Education, administrators, and then that's something else. Like sometimes sad because a lot of these teachers and administrators, counselors, they went to school for these things. So to mistreat these children is terrible. And it's been times where you see, right now I got on a shirt with buttons, but sometimes you might catch me in a sweatsuit, sneakers. And so many of these people have judged me.
Off the bat.
Thinking that I ain't this dude that could sit down and send an email to your higher up. And I've had to do this so many times. Check administrators, check principals. He was in the school one time, and it was a talent show. He's still a kid. He still wants to be a part of it. He told me he couldn't come.
They couldn't come?
He couldn't come.
Wow.
And because, of course, that energy.
Yeah.
But you don't, there's a way to deal with children.
There's a way to do it.
He had bought his ticket, everything. He told me he couldn't come. So, of course, as dad, I'm your protector. Let's find out why you can't come.
Let's find out why.
It was not a legitimate reason. And exactly what I told you. I had to send an email to the Jersey City Board of Education.
How'd that go?
Because they are for the children. Man, they put this phone call into the school. Not that I think, that principal, particular, I'm not even going to say the school. She had to meet me at the front door and give my son the ticket to personally go in. I sent that email. And I have to occasionally show people.
Yeah.
You might see me in a sweatsuit, but don't ever doubt what's in his head.
So how do you on managing the communication and behavior, self-care, how do you support the kid with special learning and, sensory needs?
It's really a program. It's steps to it. Like if you come in my house, you'll see I got a board of chores, and it goes by the hour to keep them busy.
Nice.
We go outside, I give them certain directives, give them goals. It is all day. Everything is almost on schedule because it's cues that keep them in that safe space.
That's right.
Gotta follow it. It's a hard thing, but without the knowledge, then it's a struggle. With the knowledge, you follow the directives, it will be less hard days.
So you got a whole schedule, like doing it over and over again every single day. Schedule, time, everything.
And how I have it is Tuesday's chores might not be Monday's chores. And it might fall in a different time frame. So that way he doesn't get so used to the repetition and is always switching up to keep him stimulated.
That's what's wow. That's a hard job. I know that's a hard job.
And I'm telling you,
it's
like,
not easy.
I've had so many DIFAS cases. The DIFAS workers probably know me.
Right.
Whereas though, someone say he's out of control, or
so people be calling up.
Man, and this where it get deep.
That's deep.
He had a meltdown a couple of weeks ago where I was feeding him in the morning, giving him breakfast. I'm ironing his clothes. He wanted candy. I'm not giving him candy, especially before school, because the sugar it causes
energy to go up even more. Yeah.
But he wanted it that day. And he was so screaming to the top of his lungs, I want what I want, give it to me. It's 7 a.m, and I hear the neighbors on the side of the house. I hear them. I know what it's gonna fit for. Lo and behold, later on that day, they're knocking on me. Besides, sometimes the calls come from the other
side. I get it.
And because of that, no exaggeration, I probably had over 50 cases. And this is no exaggeration. The least.
And that's part of them trials and tribulations going in front of you.
And if you look at the findings, the findings always are negative. Never no abuse. But you gotta know how to turn all negatives into positive. And a lot of people hear DIFAS or DCPNP and instantly get alarmed. We don't want them in our life. But you know what? Yeah. It's also their job to help you.
Right.
So I use it.
Right. So you have gotten help from them too.
What?
That's what's up.
Whole apartment furnished.
Come on, man. That's what's up.
Programs. No cost. All the help that you can need. Every time I get a call, I thank you.
Wow. That's what's up. That's what's up. Using the negative energy and turning it into positive.
And I built very good relationships with people that don't forget me.
Yeah, that's what's
like more than one have came in my house and see like I had these boards. I wish I had a picture of it. I could read it to you right now. And it's like ADHD is a real thing. It's not a bad kid.
Right.
He's suffering from something that he has no control over. Right. And I have postings in my house that remind you. And these people come in my house and see these things and be blown away. Wow. They all say, we've never seen a dad do this. We haven't seen moms as good as you. I'm countless, the therapists, the psychiatrists, the DCP&P workers, the parent coach.
Wow. So, not to get off that subject, but that's interesting, man. That's very commendable. So, how do your DJ life shape your relationships, far as being with a woman?
Sometimes some women see the void that he has because only thing he wants is a mom. Honestly, he just wants the love. He wants that unconditional nurturing and love. And he yearns for it. And some people are that knowledgeable to see that, and they have that motherly instinct, and they really be there. Not all though, Preem.
I got you.
A lot of them, they do it for my love. They're not doing it for him. So if we have a conflict, now they're out of his life. It's like you break up with me, you break up with him.
Right.
That's detrimental to him. So I have to be super careful who I bring him around.
Wow.
Because he clicks the people. Now, if you break up with me and you ain't around me and he still loves you, again, mental abuse. So I have to be super careful with that. And like I said, I have a limited support system, but I will give props where it's due.
No doubt. So you had a few people that's close to you?
I've dealt with some. If I'm not dealing with them now, they still stay persistent.
That's what's up. That's love. And nothing but love. That's what's up. Shout out to them people. Real talk. Shout out. Being a DJ, I think I've asked a few brothers that came on the show. Is it difficult being a DJ and being in a relationship? And how do you handle that if it is? Because the way you did, it must be.
Man, I just spoke about this in therapy.
Really?
I promise you. I promise you, man.
All right, let's talk about it.
My therapist made a very strong point, Brain.
What's that?
I was taking responsibility for somebody being insecure. Because if we in a party and women are flocking to me, she's always,
yeah.
It could be, man.
Somebody comes and say, hey, play Jadakiss.
I ain't gonna say no names. I'm gonna say it like this. Girl, I love women. I don't have nothing against big girls. Big girls, I love y'all too. Old girl was big.
Right.
I wasn't attracted to, she was a fan. Right. She was giving love.
Right.
And over there, what are you doing? I laughed. I said, yo, that's my biggest fan.
Right.
That's my biggest fan. Like, laughing. I don't want that. Right. But these are the reasons that I was saying I'm making this person insecure. You know what my therapist said? You did. That's not your fault. It's insecurity.
Wow.
It's inside that own person.
Come on, man. Come on.
It took him to say that to me to realize.
For you to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
And now you dealing with a DJ. I'm popular, and I ain't the ugliest one out here.
Come on, man.
So you know what you sign up for.
Right.
And I ain't saying like excuse any quote unquote fuckery, but understand the profession I'm in.
Right.
Don't come with it. I'm not sexing every chick who think I'm cute.
Come on.
You understand me?
Yeah.
I know.
So a lot of women get that messed up, right?
Man, if I'm going home with you, that's what it is. Let me perform.
Right.
So yes, my music has made a lot of my relationships fall apart. All apart.
That's your whole profession. Ain't that something?
One thing that I make very clear, this helps with my sanity. So don't ever think I'm going to leave my music for you.
Ooh. Better say that. Better say that. Either she got to be on the same page or she got to create another page.
I'm trying to tell you, see how these buses run?
Another one always coming, right?
I promise you.
That's a fact. Wow. Interesting, brother. What's your biggest dream right now to yourself? What do you want? How do you want your career to go?
With this music right now, I'm resurrecting the Jersey City mixtape culture. Mm-hmm. Because we have our own sound.
Yep.
With mixtapes. Mm-hmm. A lot of these DJs, my brothers, they've gained notoriety through them doing parties, mm-hmm. them being online sensations.
Right.
No one has highlighted the Jersey City mixtape culture and our sound. So right now, my focus is to make this nationwide. And again, if you follow my Instagram, the topic, DA_TOPIC_81, you can tap in and you can follow. I'm setting it on fire right now, and it's getting there.
No doubt.
And because of the popularity that I've gained through the years, mm-hmm. I be in rooms that a lot of people don't go in.
Word.
So I'm getting the music. It's gonna get there.
It's gonna get there. Yep. You consistent too. That's a good thing.
Shout out to Sugar Ray, Double X Posse.
Double X Posse, no doubt. Yeah, I had him up here.
A couple weeks ago, Sugar Ray said, "Come on, man, we gotta go to the studio." Mm-hmm. All right, come on. I don't know, it's just normal stuff. We going to the studio. Mm-hmm. We get over New York, we go in the studio. As soon as I walk through the door, I notice who this is. That's Havoc.
Wow.
Mobb Deep. Mm-hmm. Great conversation. Storm comes out. Storm and Norman, shout out.
Storm and Norman.
Kicking it with Storm and laughing, kicking it, talking. I look down right here, Method Man writing.
Wow.
So I'm getting in these rooms.
That's what's up.
I'm rubbing elbows. It's gonna catch.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna catch.
No doubt. It's gonna happen. So what's the dream or the biggest dream you want for your children?
I want my children to never have to live the struggles that I have. I want them to do better than me. And if they can't, if they do go through certain things, get the advice from me.
Word.
Because everyone's not trustworthy all the time, and everybody doesn't have their best interests at heart.
Facts.
My daughter, my oldest daughter, Brianna, she's on the right track. She's doing great, doing good. To me, I always tell her, you're the example of a perfect child.
How old is she?
23.
That's what's up.
She has her things. She's a Sagittarius.
Of course.
But she is the example of a perfect child. She's getting it done. And again, shout out to you, Brianna. I love you.
Yeah. If your kids can see this video 20 years from now, what would you want them to hear, and what do you want them to remember?
I always want them to know that I do it all for you. Every decision, every time I wake up every day is to better your life, each and every one of you. I've always told them, no one is above the crew.
Right.
So anything I do is to better you guys' life and make sure you guys are all right for the long run and you stay together. Because the best team is the team that we built.
Right. No doubt. Thank you. And this has been powerful, brother, for you to come through. Like I said, great topic. It's a great topic from the topic.
Say that.
DJ Q, man. So, man, listen. We often hear a lot of different stories regarding single women, man, and single mothers. And I just wanted to bring this to the forefront. And, and he definitely was down with it from Jump Street. I mean, he actually came to me first, wanted to go on and happen to bring awareness. You know what I mean?
And I could have easily said, oh, I'm doing music, I'm doing parties.
Right.
Put me on, promote me.
Right.
Nah, I said, let's bring it to Mr. Mom. Like, let me tell a real story.
Real talk. And I appreciate that, man. It wasn't the thing where yo book me, you know what I mean? My number is 553-2034, and I'm there, I'm gonna be here. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that he wanted to stay on the topic as far as that dad, man, that Mr. Mom. So it's much appreciated, and him making the sacrifices. There are a lot of you who are fathers who are making sacrifices as well, as being fathers, and you may have a child that has the spectrum, and you got a lot of information from this young brother right here, man. Tap in with him.
Yes, don't hesitate. Like, you can hit me on Instagram. I gave it to you. Even if you want to hit me on Facebook, it's Q Davis, QU space Davis, DAVIS. Hit my inbox. If I can help, I will.
Yeah. So your story as a Mr. Mom raising kids, man, and and you still chasing your dream at the same time, which is a powerful thing.
Yes.
So it just reminds us of fatherhood with resilience. You know what I mean? Staying focused and staying on your grind. That's a powerful thing, So I want to thank you again, brother, for being transparent, coming on the D.A.P show to basically share your story, man. It's been good, man. I appreciate that, bro.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Much love and respect. Thank you. Peace out, y'all. Make sure y'all share. But let's check this out. If you got a question, you can always call. Right now, if you want to call and ask him a question.
Be up here for a minute. Tap in.
That. Yeah, tap in if you want to ask a question on that. All right? So I'm going to put the number up real quick for you to ask that question. The number is up there. Go ahead and ask Q any question you want to ask him, whether it's female or male, about his journey, information that you might want to know to help to better you. You know what I mean? So if you have a question, go ahead and call that number 973-433-5666. Right now, I don't want to leave y'all hanging just like that. We want to make sure if you got any of those questions, man, he can probably give you some information right now or some encouragement, because you might be going through something that is different than what he's gone through, but he can probably give you some inspiration in that situation.
Yes.
So call in now, 973-433-5666. We're here to give awareness, man. We're here to give awareness. So please do me a favor, share the page. Dawn, thank you for chiming in. My man, Mr. Bilal, thank you for chiming in. Country, Courtney, appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in. Much love and respect. If you can share the page, like the page, much love and respect. Thank you. See you guys coming over YouTube. Thank you. Please press subscribe. Thank you so much.
Busy, I see you.
That's Busy? Oh, yeah, Busy B.
Busy B.
Busy Joseph, what's good? Peace and blessings. Yep. So,
Court,